An absolute in-ring phenom. And
it's a sold-out crowd tonight in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Michael Cole and Taz here, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, it's always great to be back in Philly, no doubt about that, Cole. You know, I got a little bit of history in this town, you know what I'm saying?
The city of brotherly love might have been the hometown of ECW, but I think the SmackDown superstars are going to redefine extreme here tonight.
This one's just turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me. There's a dude with guts. These top rope moves are risky.
Great reversal.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
This could be big, but it could backfire real bad, too. I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have, and that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're going to win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
He's going up, and what goes up must come down. I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz, and I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on one or two big moves.
And that's why you can't take your eyes off the action for 1 second. You never know when something huge is going to go down. There's the cover.
the Apex Breakers. One of the all-time greats has seen and done everything there is to do in this business. Representing RK Bro from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds. The is money. It's one high flyer with a racing. Here comes LA Knight, and brings the excitement level to the max. The phone is scheduled for one ball.
Good evening and welcome to Miami, Florida. Michael Cole and Taz at ringside for an unbelievably SmackDown action.
Hey, Cole, this Miami crowd is all fired up, baby. They can't wait for the show to start, and neither can I. And I'll tell you what, when this bad boy ends, I'm going to South Beach.
That makes two of us, Taz. And I know the entire SmackDown locker room feels the same way. So what are we waiting for?
These superstars are on. This could be 3 right here. He's 3 seconds away from a win.
Nice reversal.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come we got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all...
Oh, man, here he comes.
RKO! RKO!
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over...
He's looking for his finisher.
And there it is, Cole, the RKO. Man, that'll take your head right off. I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
Hey, listen, I know you're not a big fan.
We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, you know, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win.
Look at him go!
Wow! What an RKO!
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness. He's looking for his finisher.
And there it is, Cole. The RKO! Man, that'll take your head right off.
He's going for the pin.
The Apex Players one of the all-time greats has seen enough fingers to do this. Representing Arcade. The American Nightmare is here. The son of a plumber looking to continue the Rose legacy.
Good evening, and welcome to SmackDown, coming to you tonight from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta is fired up tonight, Cole. No doubt about it, baby. And I'm just as pumped up as this sellout crowd.
With good reason, Taz. You and I both know what's coming, and these fans are definitely getting their money's worth tonight. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. And injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think you're easy picking.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
He slipped out of that one. Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well, and having to deal with emotional as well as physical.
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. Man, this match is so good. It's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a podcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. Then it could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time.
These superstars are on.
Oh no, he's looking for a weapon. This could cause a serious injury. Oh my God! Someone's got to stop this!
Don't start getting squeamish on me, Cole. Inflicting pain is the name of the game.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't do wrong.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off?
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of busting elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
Oh, God. I think every guy watching this knows how painful this has got to be. Well, except you, Cole.
I know I do, and in times like these, I'm glad to stay on this side of the announce table.
Nice quick counter.
He was one step ahead on that one.
I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys.
Looks like he's decided to grab a weapon from under the ring. I don't think that chair is going to be good for much after this match.
Well, it's good for what he used it for, and that's all that really matters.
There's the cover. Can he do it? I tell you, Taz, superstars like Dusty Rhodes are the cornerstones upon which this... Oh, my God! What a chair shot!
This could be 3 right here. There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
Oh, sure, no doubt about it. But seriously, not for nothing, when your last name is Guerrero, you're starting out with a huge advantage.
I think you're selling Chavo short, Taz. Chavo might come from a distinguished family of superstars, but I think that's only encouraged him to work even harder to live up to their reputation.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now...
And it looks like he's bleeding! This is not going to help his chances!
Well, that depends, Cole. I mean, some guys, they go a little nuts at the sight of their own blood, and they become unstoppable.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. I hope he ends this before he suffers a serious injury.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you can cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intent. intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole.
Great reversal. Without a doubt, Ken Kennedy is one of the most outspoken superstars on the SmackDown roster.
You make it sound like Kennedy's all talk, no action. You're confused, my man. That's you.
Maybe not, Taz, but it's only a matter of time before Kennedy's mouth gets him into some trouble he can't get himself out of.
He's going for the pin, Cole. 1,
The American Nightmare is here. The son of a plumber, looking to continue the Rose legacy. Quite simply, the greatest of all time, John Cena. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena! The higher the stakes, the better John Cena gets. Hey, some would say John Cena has nothing left to Here comes the head of the table, the Tribal Chief. The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Bloodline. From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Here's a man who's held the Universal Championship for over 2 years. Greatness redefined. That's God mode. Part of the pantheon of all-time greats in the WWE. You can count on one hand the amount of people who've held the championship as long as Roman Reigns. The Tribal Chief of the Bloodline showing off all of his hard-earned gold. for a beatdown, cowboy style.
The follower is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar!
When you look at Brock Lesnar, you honestly got to feel that Lesnar is more beast than man.
Lesnar is undoubtedly the next step in human evolution.
He has unbelievable physical gifts, does the Beast. Good evening and welcome to Miami, Florida. Michael Cole and Taz at ringside for an unbelievable evening of SmackDown action.
Hey, Cole, this Miami crowd is all fired up, baby. They can't wait for the show to start, and neither can I. And I'll tell you what, when this bad boy ends, I'm going to South Beach.
That makes two of us, Taz, and I know the entire SmackDown locker room feels the same way. So what are we waiting for?
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You got to stay on them and wear them down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that can have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, let me talk about what it's like to be in a match like this, and you can cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal?
He anticipated that move perfectly. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle. It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
Oh boy, I hope this superstar wasn't planning on reproducing, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, I guess adoption's still an option, right?
Here's a move that'll have you singing soprano afterward.
And that ring rope is even less forgiving than it looks, folks. This is not a position you want to find yourself in.
I don't think this is going to last much longer, Cole. Talk about running on empty.
I think that if one of these superstars, what an impact, right into the announce table.
Hey, yo, where you going with the monitor? Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, this has got to be it, Cole. I think he's got the title.
It sounds like...
Oh, my God. They're tearing each other apart up there. It's a long fall for whoever loses this fight, Cole. Hey, the ref's got a tough job. Trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you'd know that you got to do whatever it takes to...
I think these fans know what's coming next.
You know it, Cole. The F.U. Man, get a load of that pedal! Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. If he can take down the title, he's going home with it. Wow, look at him up there, trading shots back and forth. This is not a fight that either superstar can afford to lose.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch.
He's going for it. The title is nearly within his grasp. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champ in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick... The title is only inches away!
Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz? These are some of the greatest superstars in the world, doing what they do best.
Hey, slow down, girl pants. I went into this expecting a good match. I'm just saying, it's even better than I thought it would be.
I know exactly what you mean. These superstars certainly are pulling out all the stops.
His opponent better do something real quick, or else he's gonna win this thing right here.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what, there's not an ounce of quitting either one of these superstars, but someone's going down. I have never seen two competitors more determined to beat the living hell out of each other.
Victory is within his reach, but can he grab it?
Seeing a match like this makes me proud.
This could be the match right here. Can he do it?
Whoever loses this fight's gonna have a...
He's literally inches away from victory. I hope this isn't the last.
Here comes the head of the table, the Tribal Chief.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Bloodline from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Here's a man who's held the Universal Championship for over 2.
He's not going to get caught with that one. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well,
I don't care how you feel about this superstar, JR. Nobody should have to go through this.
it's painful just watching it. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. My God, what a brutal assault. And yet, I have to admit, the strategy is sound.
It's not the fanciest move, JR, but dropping your opponent's head,
He's going up, JR. This could be big. I think these superstars are getting some feedback.
A textbook reversal there.
I love watching Mr. Perfect compete, JR. Is there anything this guy can't do?
If there is, we haven't seen it, King. It's no wonder he's considered one of the true legends of this business. If any other superstar had the audacity to call himself Mr. Perfect, I don't think he'd last long in a WWE locker room. But this man is the exception.
No doubt about it, JR. If he's ever lost a match, I don't think I've seen it.
We better tell the cameraman not to go for any close-ups on Chris Benoit, JR. We don't want people's TV screens cracking.
I don't think Benoit ever won any beauty contest, King. That's probably because he was too busy putting his body on the line year after year to rise to the very top of this business.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
And I don't even know what that means exactly, but it would make me think twice about getting into the ring with him. It's funny, JR. To look at Dusty Rhodes, you'd never guess that he'd go on to be one of the greatest legends our business has ever seen.
Well, he certainly doesn't have the look, that's for sure, King. But there's more to this business than looking good in a pair of trunks. Nobody connects with a crowd like the American dream.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it? Listen to my God! That foreign object is certainly being put to good use.
It sure is. I wonder if the
Oh my, he's bleeding! That's an unfortunate side effect of this very physical competition.
An unfortunate side effect? JR, this is what it's all about. Beating your opponent to a pulp.
I'd like to think there's a little bit more to it than that, King. These are professional athletes, not street thugs.
Getting your face ground into the steel cage isn't anyone's idea of a good time.
It certainly isn't. And when flesh and bone meet steel, you can guess which one wins. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
Well, so long, announce table. It was nice knowing you.
You know, the announcers never mess with the ring. You'd think these superstars could return the courtesy.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver taste.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him. He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more. How the hell do you learn the fall from a 30-foot cell?
This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their mind.
You sure can, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way.
Would you look at this? Head first into the table again and again.
One of those is bad enough, but this many? This could lead to a concussion, or worse.
And it's been reversed.
Talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication. You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick.
The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere.
Boy, it's obvious these superstars have done their homework on each other.
They sure have. And this is one hell of an exam. What a shot! You can't take too many of those and expect to stay in this.
I don't even want to think about what that feels like, JR.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
Oh, man, that's the truth. These people love Dusty. And believe me, the feeling is mutual.
A lot of people spend their entire lives chasing the American dream. But this man, Dusty Rhodes, the son of a plumber, is the American dream. Through the cell! My God, that's gotta be it! I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective...
There's the pin!
The American Nightmare is here. The son of a plumber looking to continue the Rhodes legacy.